Hi, folks. It's Chris Daley at bloggerjamaica.com, and it's indeed my privilege to enter into conversation with Jana Bent this afternoon. Jana is a veteran of the entertainment industry, as she's been a dancer, choreographer, a backup vocalist touring with such groups as the Wailers, Julian Marley, Damian Marley, Shaggy, among others. She's also a gifted writer, and she's published several deals, administration deals with the Royal Network in New York City, and has written songs for placement in international TV shows, such shows as American Idol, MTV's The Hills, The City Privilege, and the movie Spring Breakdown. Most recently, she has moved on to form a new company, KQC Enterprises, that creates Edu-Tainment products under the brand name Reggae Pickney, with Jamaican and Caribbean educational content using entertainment to deliver themes of early childhood syllabuses. Her first product, a CD storybook, Shaggy Parrot and the Reggae Band, featuring the voice of Grammy Award singing reggae artist Shaggy, it's been out for a while. And today we're going to be talking about this and other projects she has coming up. So welcome to our call, Jana.
Thank you, Chris. It's a pleasure to be here.
Great. So first, tell us a little about your Jamaican roots.
Okay, well, I was born in Jamaica, and my father is Jamaican, my mother is Trinidadian, and grew up there for most of my life, and but I also spent some time in Canada in my formative years as well. Went to school in Canada and been back and forth between Canada and Jamaica.
Okay, great. Well, I just want to congratulate you on this tremendous project you've had, this Shaggy Parrot and the Reggae Band. Something of this magnitude, this didn't happen overnight. It must have taken a dream. There must be a story behind this. Tell us a little about how you came to realize this product.
Well, my background is in the entertainment field. I started off as a singer, dancer, choreographer, and I was working for various people, including Shaggy, and then I started a solo career. I did 3 albums, and that led me to Los Angeles, where I was, working with various artists and producers doing music. And my dream at that point was to become this great singer-songwriter, the next Diane Warren or the next, Mariah Carey, somebody like, on that level. But at the time, I met somebody and fell in love, and we started a family. We planned to spend the rest of our lives together. And right after my daughter's first birthday, he passed away very suddenly.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And so that kind of put me in a tailspin for a few years, where I really was trying to come to grips with, my whole new life. And I at the same time, I would read all these children's books to my daughter at night. And there were some of them that were CD storybooks that she really loved, and I thought, this doesn't look like it would be too hard to do, and we need to do this for Jamaica. We need to do a children's CD storybook that represents Jamaican culture and Jamaican music. And for me, that's easy to say because my brother, Rupert Bent, he is also a musician and producer. He has his own recording studio. He worked with Third World for many years, and he's been Sean Paul's musical director for the past 7-8 years. And so I just sat down with him and said, look, what do you think of this idea? And he went for it. And because of my close relationship with Shaggy and his, close relationship with many musicians, we were able to just approach them and say, give them the concept for the project. And they went for it, and they came on board, and we started working on it, as a team to try and make it happen. And it just kind of snowballed from there to being a whole series with educational and real elements of substance, education and environmental protection messages, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
That's neat. I've seen the product, folks, and this thing is a multimedia platform. It has very vibrant Caribbean colors, illustrations, lots of songs, the activity books. Tell us, how do you I know you had also partnered with some folks within the educational community. How did that go?
Well, it went very well. I just, a friend of mine said, why don't you talk to, because the way I was describing the project to a friend of mine, she was saying, you already have some early childhood educational themes. Why don't you just go and talk to the early childhood education authorities and have them look them over so that you can get their input and their endorsement? And when I did, they were so welcoming, because there's never been a product like this for Jamaica. And they worked with me to develop that. And in terms of the environmental aspect of it, you can't do a product that is representative of Jamaica without seriously considering the environment. And so I went to, in the same vein of going to the early childhood education authorities, I went to the environmental agencies and got them to partner with me, to work with me, to ensure the content was factual, and to give me their endorsements as well. So that's really how we got those elements incorporated and verified, and so the first book we had, I just asked friends and family to help me fund it, and once we were able to create it, it was bought in bulk by major international funding agencies and environmental agencies. And then the second book was, we didn't have to take money out of our pocket. We were able to get funding from the Environmental Foundation of Jamaica, EFJ, to fund it. So so it was
people saw the value and
yes.
the impact.
Right.
There are several major characters in the story. You want to describe a few of them and tell them what their roles are in these books?
Sure. Well, the core characters are the reggae band. We have different. All the characters are animals that are indigenous to Jamaica. So we have a dolphin. A Daley dolphin plays guitar. Ruffa Puffa plays the trumpet. Sea cat octopus plays the trombone. Dapper Snapper plays the keyboard. Dread Star Drumming plays the drums, and Big Bass Barracuda plays the bass. We have Sea Sharp, the seahorse, who plays the saxophone. So that's the core reggae band. So all of the books have these core characters. But we also have Swimpy the Shrimp. He's the smallest character who always has the biggest idea. And we also have Shaggy Parrot, which is played by Shaggy. So his character was in the first two books.
This is wonderful. So how are parents and teachers using this amazing product, and how's the kids been receiving it?
Oh, extremely well. We were really overwhelmed with the fantastic response, and it's done very, very well in Jamaica, and we have people clamoring each time they get wind of a new book coming out or a new element being added activity book. There I get calls from my distributors saying all the stores are calling for the book. When is it going to be out? And we do very well with people, Jamaicans or West Indians who are traveling through Jamaica or who have come down to Jamaica for holidays and want to bring back something that is representative of Jamaican culture for children, something that is tested, because we do test the books in schools before we go to print. And for that reason, the books are listed on the Early Childhood Curriculum Resource List for Jamaica. So we get a great response from our diaspora who are looking for Jamaican products for kids to introduce them and put them in touch with their Jamaican heritage. And so we've also done very well in Florida. The books are in 90 stores across Florida, the state of Florida, and I've just moved to Washington about a month ago to try and spread the distribution throughout the East Coast of the United States, and hopefully next year we can expand out to the West and North and to the UK.
Well, we're going to try, since we live in an internet world, to get this on the web, that people, even if you're in the West, you can get it even for this holiday season we're into.
Right.
We know you have a latest book. It's hot off the press. Tell us a little about the latest edition.
Well, the latest book, the first one was called Shaggy Parrot and the Reggae Band, and that one dealt with the importance of not littering. This new book is called The Reggae Band Rescues Mama Edda Leatherback, and this one deals with the importance of recycling our garbage so that the garbage that is washed down whenever there are rains, that the garbage that is emptied out into the sea doesn't hurt the marine life. In this case, we're talking specifically of the sea turtles, the leatherback sea turtles that ingest clear plastic bags because they mistake them for their favorite food, jellyfish. So this book deals with that and how the reggae band rescues this sea turtle who has a plastic bag stuck down in her throat, and she has to get to the beach. She has to get to Paratee Beach in St. Elizabeth to lay her eggs, and that is actually where the leatherback sea turtles go to lay their eggs in Jamaica.
This is fantastic, Jana. I'm all excited about this. Tell us how they can get their hands on these wonderful products.
Oh, they can get it from our website, reggaepickney.com. That's REGGAPICKNEY.com. And but if you're in Jamaica, any bookstore, any major pharmacy, you can get it there. If you're in Florida, you can get it at the Theater of the Seas gift shop or the Jungle Island gift shop, and a number of other independent bookstores in Florida.
This is great. ReggaePickney.com. So I know folks who have the product already said to you, so what's next? So what you want to give us a peek into the future of Reggae?
Yes. Well, the Reggae Band series is just going to be one of a number of series that my company, Reggae Pickney, is developing. We're working on different series for targeting various age groups, and the long-term goal is to attract investment or a major publishing deal so that we can become the Caribbean Disney.
Amen. The Caribbean Disney. That would be wonderful. This is great. The products that you have here, you certainly have a solid foot ground, Jana, to make this happen.
Thank you, yes.
Before we go, are there any parting nuggets you'd like to share with the audience?
Absolutely. I guarantee you that you cannot get a better Jamaican product that represents our culture, that shows a responsibility to the planet, that is educational, that teaches about our culture, using the best of Jamaican entertainment, and at the same time is endorsed by international organizations such as the United Nations Environment Program, EFJ, the Environmental Foundation of Jamaica. And you're supporting two worthy charities when you purchase the products. There is no. Could you say what those charities are? Yes, the Bustamante Children's Hospital, and also the Tati Inc., which is a Florida-based charity that assists children who are in need with their educational goals.
Jana, this has been so wonderful. Thank you for having this dream and following your dream and realizing these great products. Thank you for your insight and wisdom, and thank you for having the dream of building a sustainable Jamaica by changing the habits of our next generation and even the present generation.
Thank you so much for having me, Chris. It's been a very great pleasure.